Welcome back, everyone. Game number 2 starts in about a couple minutes here from Bishop McDevitt High School. 2 of 5. It's Susquehanna and Central Penn. I was like, there's a lot of Penns around here. I was like, which one is it? The Tribe took game 1. So we'll see what happens. A different age group. Obviously going to be 8 minutes in this one, so that's interesting. A lot of awards down there on the near sideline as well to give out. Susquehanna, Central Penn.
This is the second of 3 matchups between these two programs.
Yes.
Pee Wee and Midget and Pony for both these programs making the finals.
Yes, and this is the Midget of the 3.
Absolutely no alcoholic beverages are permitted during practice or games. Absolutely no weapons are permitted during practice or games. The unacceptable behavior of a single spectator could endanger the continued participation of our entire group of children in this league. Consequently,
when you get this far, and I've been blessed to be this far a few times in my career, you only continue the season this far this month because of leadership, and specifically player leadership. So these captains out here, they're the ones that they said they're the best leaders for them, along with many more. You cannot understand their role, understate their role.
Yeah, no question about it.
Player.
And they're growing up. They're playing with each other, playing against each other.
Boy, just on camera, 92 is a big boy.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Looking forward to seeing his impact on today's game.
Yeah, a big story of the last game, I think, was obviously the trenches, especially the defensive line of the Tribe. We'll see if that's going to be a story here in game number 2. Well, trying to figure out who's going to get possession first here, I guess. Throw at the break. We'll be back after this.
So, tell me how it happened.
He seemed a little nervous, and then he got down on one knee. Then he said, I think it's time we get serious.
Then what?
Opened up a box, and it was everything I could have asked for. And the free 6-month, 7,500-mile powertrain warranty.
You mean?
He went to Dean's. Woo!
They're so cute when they get their first truck.
Come see why they call Dean's Auto Plaza York's used car giant.
For over 2 decades, Coach Fino has been leading teams both on the field and in real estate. The Coach Fino real estate team with eXp Realty has been serving South Central PA with passion, precision, and a winning game plan. Whether you're buying, selling, or building your dream home, it's time to get in the game of real estate with Coach Fino. And to all the youth football players, coaches, and parents, congratulations on an incredible 2025 season.
Your home should shine every single day. With permanent smart lighting that comes on automatically at sunset. Easily customize your lights for any occasion, right from your phone. Look great, feel safe, all year long. Find a Celebrite dealer near you. Free quotes available now.
So, tell me how it happened.
He seemed a little nervous, and then he got down on one knee. Then he said, I think it's time we get serious.
Then what?
Opened up a box, and it was everything I could have asked for. And the free 6-month, 7,500-mile powertrain warranty.
You mean?
He went to Dean's. Woo!
They're so cute when they get their first truck.
Come see why they call Dean's Auto Plaza York's used car giant.
Welcome back, everyone. Max Gritzula, Coach Reno, Mike Baker on the call with you. Game number 2 of 5 here this afternoon. Tribe will receive the opening kickoff.
Waiting for our referees to get positioned, then we'll hear that whistle and let's go.
Walker set to kick. And we're underway. Let's see what these two teams got today. Fielded around the 25-yard line. Solid return by the Tribe. Just shy of the 50-yard line.
And that was Sean Millette with the return there for the Tribe. And that puts the Tribe in great field position to set the tempo for the Super Bowl championship matchup.
Yeah, Millette shot out of a cannon there on the return.
I've heard Sean Millette's name over the years getting up into this point. Nice to see him start off in that aspect of it. Great tackle by Central Penn, even though they gave up more yards than they'd like. It's pretty decent position when we talk about average position for midget football.
Again, midget football, 8-minute quarters here. And again, Tribe will start with possession of the football from their own 48-yard line. Direct snap to Millette. Tries the left side. Again, with that extra burst, goes into enemy territory. Still pushing his way forward, and he's brought down around the 40-yard line.
Sometimes the success, we saw the same formation they ran in the other Super Bowl with the Pee Wee team, and a lot of times if you can run some of the same stuff through every level, that helps lead to that success at every level.
Yeah, it looks like Millette's going to have his name called a bunch here this afternoon as he goes to the far sideline to get the next play. And it looks like we have an injured Tribe member. Don't see a number yet.
Number 2. Looks like we got number 2 there.
Yeah, Kane Womack came up lane there for the Tribe. He's getting assisted off the field.
Yeah, he's walking out under his own power, so that's good to see. We will send it to break. We will come back shortly to get the next play. Again, Tribe's moving.
So, tell me how it happened.
He seemed a little nervous, and then he got down on one knee. Then he said, I think it's time we get serious.
Then what?
Opened up a box, and it was everything I could have asked for. And the free 6-month, 7,500-mile powertrain warranty.
You mean?
He went to Dean's.
Out of a timeout. Again, a direct snap goes to Millette. He'll try the right side this time, shifting his way, maneuvering his way past the 40. It's going to be a gain of about 3, maybe 4 yards on the first down carry.
What a fantastic form tackle by number 6 for the Crusaders. Is that Nair Wilson? That's textbook. I would love to show that to my own players.
That's textbook heads-up football that they teach. Great step up in the hole for him. He filled it. And now you're looking at about second and a long 7 now for the Tribe.
6'7", maybe 6'7". I'm just saying. Shout out to the young guys, 6'7".
Injured Susquehanna member was Kane Womack, so we'll keep an eye on him if he's able to return to this football game. Snap goes to Gilchrist. He'll try the right side yet again. So it's been all rushing attacks so far. Second down carry goes for a positive gain, albeit short. Womack comes back into the game on that note as he jogs back towards the huddle. And either towards the huddle or towards the far sideline, we'll see. And it looks like he will go to his own bench. So it looks like he is running, which is great to see. And there's a penalty marker down. We'll check it.
Holding called on the Tribe.
Replay, second down.
All right, it's going to be a 10-yard penalty on the Tribe. And after a promising start to this drive, they're backed up a little bit further now around midfield, make it the 48-yard line to be exact of Central Penn.
If you were at home and you saw number 2 Womack running from the Central Penn sideline over to his setup over there, especially on the youth football level, we're sharing a lot of services, so I'm sure there's a trainer, athletic trainer here that was closest to him at Central Penn and gladly gave him his services.
Snap goes to Millette. He'll hand off. Little trickeration play in the backfield. It's going to be a short pickup on towards that far sideline. So again, read well by the defense.
Yeah, they gave you the strength one way and then ran it the other way and pulled on the way. They're well-designed play, but also well-defended.
But that's on defense. That's where you come into gap responsibility, staying home, playing where you're supposed to play, not over-pursuing the ball there. Good job on the Crusaders.
Mike, I got to tell you, I know you've coached over the years and watched a lot of football. It's so hard to just stay eye-disciplined on that. And
no
hats
doubt.
off to that Central Penn defense.
Well, we've seen a lot of members of this Tribe squad in the backfield. Williams now, it looks like he will be directing traffic, and we have a penalty and some movement pre-snap.
False start, call on the try, marching
9-yard
back.
penalty. Replay remains third down.
So the Tribe shoot themselves on the foot multiple times on this possession. First a holding penalty, and now a false start.
Yeah, the key here is that you just take a deep breath. You don't overreact to any one of those mistakes. Next play, and these kids will be settling in.
Well, it's 3rd down and 22. After a great return and a couple of solid run plays, Tribe's going to have to come up with a miracle here as Williams goes back to pass. He's flushed. He fires. Pass goes incomplete to the far sideline. And just like that, the Tribe will have to punt.
Boy, Mike, I think we're going to see that play again. Even though that pass didn't connect, there was a couple other folks that were open. So we'll probably see that.
Yeah, no doubt. You're filling everyone out. It's the first drive of the game. And like you said, football's a very emotional game. You're going to go through some ebbs and flows as this game goes. And it's all about coaches keeping your team calm and ready. And next play mentality like you spoke to last game.
High snap, fielded cleanly, but there's pressure in the backfield. And how about that? Central Penn takes advantage of a mistake, snap high. And they will start with excellent field position for their first offensive possession of the game.
And special teams, again, such an important factor when it comes to this age group. That can actually turn a game on its head.
Yeah, definitely. You talk about the penalties, too. We saw that in game number 1. Game number 2, same story so far, especially for the Tribe, who worked forward, then backwards. And now this ball's going to be marked pretty deep in Tribe territory.
If there's ever a skill to learn on from anyone home, get that long snapping down as young as you can.
Ibrahim takes the snap, hands to his tailback. It's a short pickup between the tackles.
And that was Walker on the carry. You're going to see a heavy dose of him today. He is the Crusader workhorse for the Midget squad.
Yeah, that formation with everybody up on the line like that, we're not disguising what we're going to do. We're just going to run at you. And that's usually shows a lot of heart and character and a mindset behind an entire team.
Ibrahim goes back to pass. He's flushed, and he's sacked back near midfield. So the defense is creating a spark for both sides. That's Ramsey who got loose in the backfield, made a play. And both offenses on their first drives go in the wrong direction. Well, you see Ramsey just puts his foot in the ground, accelerates, and gets to the quarterback. That's what you like to see.
This is my first time looking at both these teams. I'm so impressed by the talent and speed on both sides. Wow.
Single high safety defensively. Ibrahim on the pitch. Walker trying to get to that far sideline, turns the corner, and he does down the sideline inside of the 35-yard line. It's not going to be enough for a first down, but it's a pretty healthy pickup. Gets back to the original line of scrimmage and then some.
I can't tell him the flag.
Penalty
Let's see
marker.
what this is.
Yeah, we'll check it. Didn't see that either from upstairs.
Holding, number 25 of the offense.
Oh.
10-yard penalty from the previous spot. Replay third down.
I think we all can agree, though, just because this penalty happened, both the teams, they have so much firepower in them. That doesn't really change much. They can rattle off another big play just like that. We're going to see Walker, a healthy dose of him today, and that was just another example of that.
The thing that impressed me as well, from a defensive standpoint, this corner from the other side ran all the way over to that side of the field and made that touchdown-saving tackle. Great discipline, great heart by all 11.
Those old angle pursuit drills that the coaches used to have us do.
Ibrahim back to pass. He's got a clean pocket momentarily. Now he's flushed. Charging toward the near sideline. He's upended around the 40-yard line. And a drive that started around the 30-yard line of the Tribe ends at the own 40 with Central Penn.
Shout out to number 99, Elias London, on that play for the Tribe. Flushed the quarterback out of the pocket. Knew that he was going to have his second line of protection there waiting for the quarterback.
Team defense. That's exactly the look. You said we used to do the angle pursuit. I still do that today. God bless. It's so important. And testing kids' motors and have them buying in.
Another high snap. Ibrahim gets the punt off, albeit it's a short one, which bounces around the 40, takes a tribe hop into the hands of one of their members. And again, another solid start as far as the field position goes.
Now, we saw in the last game with the Pee-wees, for punts, they simulate a punt and they walk it off 20 yards. Here, with the older kids, they let them actually punt. This is one of the cases that you almost wish they did it the entire way up through. But heads up on Township. They knew how short that punt was. They grabbed it real quick, turned it into a good game.
Yeah, right place, right time for Hume. And Susquehanna Township will get possession of the football at the 27-yard line of Central Penn. Let's see if they can move the ball forward this time.
And how quick the momentum shifted from going to the Crusaders side. Now it's the whole way back on the Tribe side.
Taking advantages of opportunities when given to them.
Well, we've seen Millette multiple times take direct snaps. This time, they line up in the I formation. Williams goes under center. Williams keeps himself. Almost looked like he spun around in circles there momentarily. Ultimately ends up in a positive gain, maybe about 2 for Williams on that play. It looks like he's a little frustrated, probably a little bit of a miscommunication.
Yeah, it looked like he was looking for the option play there. Kudos to the Crusaders on sniffing that out, keeping the edge on that, and forced him to take it himself upfield.
And great way to stay calm and just get some positive yardage out of that. Having the special teams do their thing, we got to understand that the midget level, this is their last level before they hit a high school program. And it's really a transition level on everything, accountability, special teams, and it gets a lot of interest. I see legendary coach from Bishop McDevitt, Mr. Wechter, is here in the stand checking out.
Pre-snap motion. Handoff goes to Millette, maneuvering past a couple of bodies at the line of scrimmage, and he's dropped short of the first down marker. It's going to set up a 3rd down and short.
And speaking of how you said this is the last level before you get to high school, it's not unheard of to see these guys come from playing on Saturdays and Sundays, stepping right into that hole on Friday nights and starting or competing very well on Friday nights for their high school team. Example for Susquehanna Township, you saw Torrin Evans, 5 years ago with the Tribe. Following year, starting quarterback for the Indians there.
And I'll talk about a little bit after this play, but that's more than just talent.
Read option, and it goes incomplete towards the far sideline. Looking for Ramsey, who made a play defensively. Again, a two-way player. And again, he's got the size to him as he moves forward in his football career.
Boy, he does. But to get that transition, Mike, I'm sure, as you know, it takes more than just the talent. Yes, you have to have the talent that can compete on Friday night, but you also to quickly understand what the high school is doing from a terminology standpoint, from a concept standpoint. When the youth programs operate in sync with that, it allows their talents to be infused. And Susquehanna Township's this year is no greater testimony.
And also, even on the Crusader side, you have a head coach in Howard Holton who also is an assistant on the high school side of things.
That can't be understated.
Big play goes to Devon. He goes up the middle, right around the line to gain. We'll see if it's going to be good enough for a first down.
Doesn't look like they're marking it. Let's see here. They're figuring out.
That first down marker is just short of that line. We might see a measurement here. They're going to give it to him.
Well, arguably the biggest play of the game was a 4th down and 3 with 33 seconds to go. Clock continues to wind here in the first quarter. Tribe gets to the line of scrimmage quickly.
So hats off to Howard Helton. I've done that as well. I've been a midget and on the varsity as well. What long hours.
Williams keeps it himself, moves past the 15-yard line.
Making something out of nothing.
And that will take us to the end of the first quarter. Zeros on the scoreboard, but Susquehanna Township moving the football pretty well. Chunk play, little play, chunk play, little play. Down the field they go. We'll be back after this.
So, tell me how it happened.
He seemed a little nervous, and then he got down on one knee. Then he said, "I think it's time we get serious."
Then what?
Opened up a box, and it was everything I could have asked for. And the free 6-month, 7,500-mile powertrain warranty.
You mean?
He went to Dean's. Woo!
They're so cute when they get their first truck.
Come see why they call Dean's Auto Plaza York's used car giant.
For over 2 decades, Coach Fino has been leading teams both on the field and in real estate. The Coach Fino real estate team with eXp Realty has been serving South Central PA with passion, precision, and a winning game plan. Whether you're buying, selling, or building your dream home, it's time to get in the game of real estate with Coach Fino. And to all the youth football players, coaches, and parents, congratulations on an incredible 2025 season.
Back out of a timeout. Second quarter action. Max Gretzula, Mike Baker, Coach Reno on the call with you. 0-0 score. Ball's marked at the 19-yard line of Central Penn as Susquehanna Township is now threatening the score on their second offensive possession of the game. Saw a lot of Millette early on in that first quarter. He's been a little quiet since then. Expect that to change. Pre-snap motion yet again. Millette gets the carry. He finds a big hole. We have a penalty marker down as Millette charges towards that 5-yard line.
And that's a motion to the line of scrimmage, which you can't do.
Number 13, Malik.
Yeah, he has to stop and reset or continue laterally.
There's a flag on the field.
Yeah, it almost looked like Devon went for that lead block, but again, you're right. He moved towards the line of scrimmage.
You know, Mike, to your point,
on the offense.
not only is it it helps when they
moving forward. 5-yard penalty from the previous spot. Replay, second down.
Well, the ref's not even done giving the call, and they're already back at the line of scrimmage. They're ready to run. They're ready to go. They're eager. Snap goes to Millette, makes one man miss, and he can't get past that third body as he's brought down just shy of the 15-yard line.
Yeah, Mike, to your earlier point, not only is this level preparing you for the next level, even if you don't go to the program that you are in that scenario, we unfortunately see a lot of that today. We have kids from Susquehanna that are playing for me Friday night, just came in straight from freshman. Sean Atkins is one, and the Sweppenheisers. Fantastic transfer, and I know that happens at every level in every program, but that's just a shout out to what they're learning here in midget football.
Third down and 7. Trips to the left side of the screen. Williams back to pass, has pretty solid protection. Now he's brought down. I tell you what, once those eyes come down as a quarterback, usually not a good thing. And Williams is swallowed by the defensive line.
Over the years, I've been blessed to play against Central Penn for many years, and I was waiting for that play to come. Rarely do you see them back in the wall in this situation, but more often than not, boy, do they rise to the occasion. That was a great stop.
Saw the replay there of tackle on Millette.
Yeah, Baylor really stepped up. Great tackle, secured him, brought him down, and now it's 4th and about 13 now for the Tribe.
Williams in the shotgun, takes the snap. Devon stays in the block, fires towards the far sideline, goes incomplete, looking for Millette out of the backfield. We've seen him line up in the backfield a ton here this afternoon. This time as a receiver, couldn't handle the pass. Obviously, it was high.
He's going to want that back. He had number 4 wide open on the post route in the end zone, and I'm sure somebody noticed that. We'll see that play again.
Yeah, that was Ramsey.
And these defense, they're really stepping up so far early in this game. I mean, both teams had great field position, threatening the end zone, and they held out.
Well, what's the old saying? Offense score points, but defense wins championships.
No doubt.
And we're seeing that here.
First down and 10. Ibrahim back to pass. Screen play is on. And it's a pretty good pickup. Penalty marker flies as Wilson goes down the near sideline across the 50-yard line. But we will check the penalty. And looks like this one might be coming back with where everyone's walking.
Yeah, a little unfortunate there. We got a block in the back, right where the ball is. So you have at least 2 or 3 refs looking right at it.
Yeah, it was a good play call as they had the blockers out in front and a free runner coming towards the quarterback. Good guy to get the ball in the hands of is Wilson, but now you dig yourself even a deeper hole after the illegal block in the back. It's a 10-yard penalty. Ball will now be marked at the 10-yard line. And if you're the Tribe, you have to be pretty happy regardless of the situation because of the fact your defense is playing so well. And now you have the Crusaders backed up deep in their own territory. Ibrahim takes the snap, keeps himself dancing in the backfield, loses actually 3 yards on the play. And I tell you what, both offenses still trying to find their footing, but both offenses going backwards at the end of the day. And obviously, as a coach, you hate to see that.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised. They're showing a formation of a heavy run, and they're doing some things out of it, which makes sense from time to time. But with your back against the wall, I would be surprised if they don't get back to trying to grind one and break one.
Second and long.
See Ibrahim's jersey already punched up. You could tell he's found some contact out there so far in the second quarter. Play action, scrambling, firing, rainbow shot. It goes incomplete. Looking for Tolliver, who had a step on the D-back.
On the right side, just outside the hands of Cameron Tolliver, number 17.
And what I'm surprised at with that ball looks like it might have been a little overthrown. That kid's got that strong of an arm to overthrow that route. Wow.
Going away from his dominant hand at that, too.
Exactly.
Man. People that are tuning in, and if you're football fans, it's so special to see them at this level. And then when we see them on Friday nights and what they're doing and to be able to connect the journey, it's just exciting to be in Central PA that have such a love for football like that we do in this area.
Yeah, no question about it. And again, a quick shout out to the fans who have come out to support, today, this afternoon, be a part of the action. 5 rushers come. Ibrahim gets rid of it, fires over the middle. It goes incomplete yet again. You can tell he's got a strong arm, just has to get on the same page with his receivers. That time it was Wilson, the intended target.
A lot of people don't realize, but the parents in these situations, especially in youth football, are so much to credit for the championship level consistency that you have. They're the ones getting them to practice every day, despite the challenge, keeping their kids focused. It's not like they're coming right out of school and getting to the field.
Yeah, no question about it. Another high snap. Ibrahim charging towards that far sideline. And he gets very, very close to the marker. We'll see where they spot it.
It's going to be just short, but what a great effort.
I honestly couldn't tell if he was aiming to maybe punt that, and since it was just the lack of
broken
blocking,
play,
he just decided to keep it. Nonetheless, I mean, it's pretty close here.
Oh, he may have actually gotten that. I don't think his backside was on the turf when he spun.
Well, we don't have the benefit of instant replay in midget football, and I can see what you're saying there, but they definitely gave it the ball to, said he came up short in the ball to Susquehanna. That looked like
half yard short.
That looked like something I blessed to coach under George Chomp many, many years ago, legendary coach, and he would tell you your punter is going to be your best athlete for plays just like that.
No question.
And what a great effort.
Millette and Devon, 2 members of this Tribe team that have been busy so far in this football game. Millette gets the carry, and I think there was a miscommunication as the ball was put on the turf momentarily, but right place, right time, is able to fall back on it. It was Devon who is shaking up on the players. Replay. Wow. That one fell right out of the breadbasket for anyone to jump on. Williams to the far sideline to get the play. Now back to the huddle with 4:13 and counting here in the second quarter. No score. Both defenses have played well. Neither offense has been able to capitalize yet with plus field position, however. Williams back to pass, steps up, fires, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Womack, who was the injured Tribe member earlier on in the first quarter. Good to see him back on the field. That's his first target of the game.
Mike, there's something I know you're very familiar with that I want to give a shout out to. I'm looking on the Central Penn sideline. I see legendary coach, and as he resigned since then, Tony Buglio. And to have the succession of his success pass on and continue to the next coaching staff, hats off. That's the entire program. That's the coaching. Hats off for that. And it's the same thing at Hannah.
And not only is Tony on the sideline watching, but Howard also served under him as an assistant coach when Tony was still a part of the organization. So that baton handoff there. And we see Joe Heaton. He's very active in the midget program for Susquehanna Township. So we'll see that continue for years to come.
Timeout on the field. We'll send it to break. We'll be right back after this.
So, tell me how it happened.
He seemed a little nervous, and then he got down on one knee. Then he said, I think it's time we get serious.
Then what?
Opened up a box, and it was everything I could have asked for. And the free 6-month, 7,500-mile powertrain warranty.
You mean?
He went to Dean's. Woo!
They're so cute when they get their first truck.
Come see why they call Dean's Auto Plaza York's used car giant.
Back into a timeout. Here at Bishop McDevitt High School. Beautiful day for football here on a Saturday afternoon. Williams takes the snap on that note, goes back to pass. He's flush from the pocket, still charging, fires, and it's incomplete towards the far sideline on 3rd down and 13.
I got to tell you, I've been blessed to have a little more insight on the Susquehanna Township side. I was blessed to be a midget coach for them for several years. We had some success. But hats off to Logan, because there was a year or two difference. I never had a chance to work with him. He got a transfer. His success came straight from Joe, working with him straight from the high school, and see the perennial success that they have out here over and over again. Hats off to Coach Logan there and the Tribe for continuing this for them.
And not only is that, he's just a straight football grinder. I mean, he'll go home, he'll chart games. I mean, he's done this since he's been out of high school, graduating from Trinity.
4th down and 13 with 3:38 to play until halftime. Williams again dancing around some pressure, and he's sacked in the backfield.
Wow. Man, these defenses, both sides of the ball, are just swarming to the ball right now.
Anthony Petro is the one credited with the sack. And the Tribe turns the football over on downs. Central Penn gets it back.
Man, I'm a defensive guy, as you know, Mike, so this is like right up my alley. Great efforts. Great efforts. Good to see you, buddy.
See if they can get Walker going on the ground. I know he's a guy we highlighted earlier on the broadcast. Nice play to start this drive as Powell gets his hands on the football. That's his first target of the game, first reception of the game.
On the offensive side of the ball, if you're patient enough to take what the defense gives you, because usually they're trying to take away something and they'll give you something. That showed great patience with that catch and throw there.
And like you just said with Walker, they got him started there in the first series. You can't help to think maybe they were just trying to see how Township would react to him. And, halftime adjustments, they're going to come back to that.
Well, speaking of Walker, he gets the carry here. And he gets back to the line of scrimmage. But, again, it's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. Under 3 to go until half.
3rd and 2.
I've seen a lot of successful coaches over the years and some not as successful. And there's nothing about, a lot of people think it's about X's and O's. Really the longevity of it, and obviously X's and O's have helped both these programs, but the longevity is about it when the coach is there just to help a kid be a better person. And when they stick to that and football becomes a tool, that's usually where you see legendary coaches come from.
Yeah, definitely. Ibrahim takes a snap. He'll do it himself. Makes one man miss. Goes into enemy territory. He's brought down. It's a first down and then some for number 1.
One of the rare breakdowns on the edge for Susquehanna Township. That time the edge setter decided to go in, and hats off to the running back to see that, to step out and pick up those yards.
Yeah, nice block there from Walker. Didn't have to do too much. But right place, right time. Able to get a body out in front. Ibrahim got out of bounds, so it's a first down and 10 with 2:22 to go. Clock is stopped. Walker remains in the backfield to block. Again, it's Powell. Nice tackle there inside of the 40-yard line.
Pass, number 5, Powell.
Williams in on the stop. Another positive gain. It'll set up a 2nd down and 4.
Another play of just taking what they give you. A lot of patience.
Exactly.
A lot of patience.
And Powell, he definitely has that breakaway speed, so you don't want to necessarily just play press on him, because all he does, if he gets a step on you, he's going to beat you to the end zone.
Lots of white jerseys in that box, too. 5 rushers come. Protection's good. Powell's got it. Down the near sideline and into the end zone. Touchdown, Crusaders.
And there that is. We just spoke to that. Gets a step on him. Gets separation. Touchdown, Crusaders. This is going to be big going into halftime, because the Crusaders then will get the ball back.
Nice stop and go route. So they ran the hitch, or 2 stop routes where the receiver's just running up 5 yards, turning around and getting it. That time they faked that. He paused up there. I got the corner to bite and then went on up and connected.
Yeah, really great possession top to bottom. Went right down the field and got the ball out quickly throughout. I think that's the biggest thing. High snap, extra points, bobbled, ball still on the turf, and the whistle blows. So ultimately an unsuccessful extra point, but a great possession offensively for Central Penn with 1:36 to play until halftime. We'll set it the break. 6-0 your score.
For over 2 decades, Coach Fino has been leading teams both on the field and in real estate. The Coach Fino real estate team with eXp Realty has been serving South Central PA with passion, precision, and a winning game plan. Whether you're buying, selling, or building your dream home, it's time to get in the game of real estate with Coach Fino. And to all the youth football players, coaches, and parents, congratulations on an incredible 2025 season.
Back into a timeout. Max Gratzel, Mike Baker, Coach Reno on the call with you. 1:36 to go until halftime. It was Powell on the reception. Coach Reno, take us through defensively how to guard that, how to make sure that doesn't happen again.
Well, you're going to have to Hannah just needs to do what they were doing, which is, okay, I'll give you the hitch. I'll make you have to go 5 yards at a time. Especially at this, asking these kids to execute that play consistently is tough. The kid just bit, and I would tell him to stay home, let him catch it in front of you, and just strip him when you tackle him.
Yeah, exactly. It's easier said than done, though, when you've seen Powell catch that 2-3 times already. It's frustrating, obviously, to see him continue to do that and not be able to do anything about it. Flag flies from the near sideline, and I assume this one might be coming back with an illegal block in the back.
Yeah. There's a couple other things you can do with that. You can roll a safety over the top, essentially put 2 on him, allowing that corner to take the short and let the safety worry about the deep.
During the return, block in the back, number 35 of the return team. It will be a 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul, resulting in a first down for Susquehanna.
But I want to go back to that extra point attempt. So in midget football, kicking it is 2 points and running it in is 1, and that aspect of it. And that's been so important in my career. I'm blessed to be a part of two of our Super Bowl teams where we had an an 8-6 finish or an 8-7 finish and a 7-6 finish. The extra point both times in our favor went our way. And who knows how this will end up. But, boy, this looks like a tight game. It might be one of those.
So the penalty wipes away a solid return, which would have gave the Tribe field position around midfield. Instead, it's a first down and 10 from their own 27-yard line. Handoff goes up the middle, ball's on the turf. We'll see who has possession of the football. Crusaders think they have it, and they do. Well, penalties have told the story. Turnovers ultimately look like they will as well.
That play by number 2, that play right there by number 2 is a guy that I would be looking at on Friday night as a freshman. To strip that ball and cause a turnover.
And not only that, he sat and waited for it and knew that hole was there. He didn't over pursue or anything. And then once he had the tackle, he then went for the strip on top of that.
Yeah,
Coach,
great play defensively. He's a guy that's mostly known for his skill set as a running back. That time he comes up big defensively.
Coach Wechter's got to be licking his chops to get that kid. Wow.
You know, and now you're sitting at, it's a minute 12 left. Crusaders get the ball back here. If they can punch one in and then they get the ball back the second half, you're looking almost like a mirror of what the Pee Wee game looked like that.
So, Mike, it looks like they did decide to bring that safety over to help on this side. And let's see how what choice McDevitt makes here now seeing that adjustment. I bet you that timeout is because of that adjustment.
Logan showing a little cover two here.
Timeout Crusaders.
Timeout Crusaders will take one with them. 1:13 to go until halftime.
We're pretty big. Yeah, people say we're giants.
You call that giant? This is giant. At Dean's Auto Plaza, we have a giant selection of quality used cars, trucks, and SUVs, all at prices that will not crush your budget.
Okay, he's the real giant.
Yeah. Woo! Come see why they call Dean's Auto Plaza York's used car giant.
Out of a timeout, Crusaders have possession of the football yet again. They look to take a stranglehold of this game going into the half. They lead 6-0. And they're back on offense after the fumble forced and the fumble recovered. Ibrahim back to pass. He has Walker out of the flat. Can't connect with him.
Number 1 looks to pass, incomplete.
I don't see a sense of panic out of Hannah's defense. I would expect that out of a seasoned team as well coached as they have. But, boy, Central Penn's got to feel like, man, that opportunity is huge, to your point, Max.
Yeah, no question. 2nd down and 10 with 1:08 to play. Walker gets the carry. He's met immediately. And he's taken down. It was Ramsey in on the stop.
So the chest play there, they went trips open, which makes you think it's a passing setup, and they go ahead and try to hand it off. These coaches really are well coached. They're playing the game very well from a play call standpoint, and these kids are keeping their heads. This is exciting. This is high school level coaching I'm seeing.
Yeah, no question about it. And clock now continues to run. Neither team calling a timeout to save time before the half. So ball's now marked at the 36-yard line. 3rd down and about 13 after the loss. Ibrahim back to pass, loads up, fires for Powell. He's got a man, and it's complete. Powell gets out of bounds on that note, which is probably the most important thing. Stops the clock with 15 seconds to play. And on 3rd down and 13, the Crusaders convert.
Big play. Unfortunate for that corner because he had good coverage, but he lost trying to locate the ball. And that receiver didn't lose locating that ball.
That's the easiest way to put it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but that was great coverage at the beginning of that play.
First down and 10 for the Crusaders at the 11-yard line of the Tribe. Walker goes out as a receiver, and we have a whistle. And a timeout. Susquehanna Township calls time. Another replay.
Yep. And that was a wise timeout for Hannah. They saw Central Penn has not shown empty yet. They come out in an empty set. Timeout. Let's make sure our kids adjust properly.
Time on the field. We'll step aside and be right back. Back out of a timeout, Crusaders threatening to score yet again. Same formation. Walker goes from the backfield and split out as a wide receiver. Ibrahim back to pass, pump fakes, charges up the middle himself, diving towards the goal line. He comes up just short. Crusaders need to call a timeout to preserve some clock, and they do. Well, that's the benefit there, obviously, of having those timeouts in your back pocket as the ball's now marked at the 1-yard line.
I think now the Crusaders have 2 timeouts left.
2 timeouts, and looking at that clock, is it 2 seconds or 8? It's hard
8.
to read from here.
It looks like it's 8 seconds. Good call for the Crusaders there. The Tribe, now they're starting to try and respect the pass more. They looked at it, and then Ibrahim kept it, went up the middle there for good yardage.
Yeah, based on that formation and their success passing, everybody on the defense is probably thinking they're throwing another pass, and that's a design QB draw. And he did a great job finding that hole.
So it's first and goal now. Do you think the Crusaders, they're just going to come out and say, hey, block us and stop Walker? They showed it early.
I would be surprised if we don't see that, because they still have the timeout, so this ain't the last play of the half because of that. So and that's your safest way.
Yeah, and even if you get stopped, let's just call it 4 seconds left then to even get another play off.
Well, we'll see both teams quickly to the line of scrimmage. We have a penalty marker down. That's interesting to see out of a timeout before the plays even run.
12-man in formation. Penalty is half the distance to the goal. Remains first down.
Wow, 12 men on the field. Rare penalty there for Susquehanna Township.
Can't lie, I've used that as a defensive strategy before. Can I get the one guy in there? And they always catch me.
Well, they have a whistle. I think a little bit of a miscommunication there before the snap. Penalty markers down on both sides of the field. So what looked like it was going to be pretty easy for Crusaders to punch one in here might change. We'll see based on this penalty.
Dead ball, false start on the offense. 5-yard penalty. Remains first down.
This isn't a terrible thing. It gives your offense a little bit more room to run other plays, because you're confined. If you're on the 1-yard line, you got 11 yards. Now you push back. They're going to put the ball at, the 6 now? Mm-hmm. So you can open up if you're going to run any type of throwing plays or anything like that. And, again, you still have your 2 timeouts in your back pocket.
I don't know, Coach. You want to be at the 1-yard line, though, I tell you.
My preference is that 1-yard line, and I'm pretty sure that would have been a touchdown for them without the flag. That was a silent count go.
Well, Ibrahim goes under center, hands to his tailback. Walker makes one man miss, pushes his way forward down to about the 2-yard line. And now you got to call timeout, and they do, them being the Crusaders, with 2 seconds to go. One more play before the half.
Hannah taking advantage of that penalty gift there and making sure you get that tackle. So in football, there's an old adage that the defense has got to stop them 3 times. God's got to stop them once.
No question about it. Shout out to our sponsors as well for being a part of today and really throughout parts of the season. Honestly, it's been a lot of fun to be a part of this day today and everything that's going to be happening throughout. A big day of football, beautiful weather. Can't ask for much more than that. And again, it's been a pretty solid game here throughout. And this last play is going to tell a lot for both of these teams as they head into the break. Again, make it 3 seconds to go until half. Second down, 2 yards to go to get into the end zone. Really have the whole playbook here, to be quite honest with you. We'll see what the Crusaders elect to do. Another whistle. And another timeout. Susquehanna Township will take one. So both teams obviously keeping timeouts in their back pocket. We'll take a timeout as well. 3 seconds to go until the half.
They put the taller
mind games. Yeah.
So they put the taller corner and
yeah.
Your home should shine every single day. With permanent smart lighting that comes on automatically at sunset. Easily customize your lights for any occasion, right from your phone. Look great, feel safe, all year long. Find a Celebrite dealer near you. Free quotes available now.
Out of a timeout, both teams out of the huddle, back to the line of scrimmage. Penalties and timeouts have stalled this drive for the Crusaders. We'll see if they're able to punch one in here with 3 seconds to go before the half. Ibrahim takes the snap. Excuse me, it was Walker that takes a snap, floats one to the end zone, and that's a touchdown for the Crusaders.
Great call, great execution. They give you the illusion that it's a run when he steps up like that and he just throws a jump pass there. The defense has to decide, am I taking away the run or dropping in and pass?
Well, that's a great play call there for the Crusaders. Back to your point, Mike. I mean, really the whole playbook open. Didn't have to be from the 6. Only had to be from the 2, and it worked out well.
Yeah, great. You know, they drew that up. Great play. Reminiscent of the old Tim Tebow, jump pass there. In Township, they have to respect the run, obviously, and they had to step up on that. And the Crusaders caught them looking.
Extra point upcoming. Penalty marker down.
Encroachment on the defense. Do you want it? Penalty is half the distance to the goal. Replay the try.
Well, this makes the extra point a little bit easier now for the Crusaders. Unable to convert on the first opportunity. Second one upcoming.
For those of you at home, it's kind of tough. And when you're in youth and high school football, the play is a penalty as soon as they break the neutral zone. They can't pop back like in other levels of football. What a block.
Kick is up and it's blocked at the line of scrimmage. So Susquehanna Township playing pretty well in special teams. Pretty odd score, I'd say, as well.
I think that takes us to the half, right?
Yep.
I believe it does. 12-0, your halftime score. And been a back-and-forth battle overall, but at the half, the Crusaders lead the Tribe 12-0. We'll see you for second half action after this. 12-0 your halftime score. Max Gratzula, Mike Baker, Coach Fino with an F. Leave it up to me to get some names wrong here early stages of today. It's gonna be a long one, so I gotta get them right. Look at the beautiful trees over there in the distance too, with the fall coming around the corner as we're in it. We're in the thick of it now. Great facilities here. 12-0 your score. Crusaders will get the football to begin this third quarter. Again, fast-moving game in the first half. Timeouts kind of stalled out there. Luckily for the Crusaders, they were still able to punch in a touchdown with all those stoppages. And we'll see if they can get the ball rolling here after they score and will start possession, or I should say start this quarter with possession of the football. Walker Fields around his own 35-yard line. Picks up about 5, maybe 6 yards out of the stoppage. So, obviously, a lot of storylines throughout. Defense played a big part in the first quarter. Second quarter, a little bit different story. Finally, the Crusaders were able to break a big play, come up with a turnover, forced fumble by Walker, able to turn that into points. I mean, Walker's gotten the job done really outside of what he's best at, and that is running the football. He's done it as a linebacker, obviously forcing a fumble. He's done it as a passer, throwing to the back of the end zone for that touchdown. And we'll see if he's able to get the ball rolling as a tailback here in the third quarter.
I got great anticipation to see what happens here from a halftime adjustments on both teams.
Ball will be placed now at the 42-yard line. Ibrahim's still the quarterback. He's shown his strong arm throughout that first half. So he's got it in his bag. He just has to find the open targets. It's been hard to come by, though, with how good Susquehanna Township's been playing their defense. And that pass goes incomplete. Ibrahim pressured off the edge, and he was looking for Powell on that far sideline. So that'll bring up a second down and 10. Here comes some substitutions onto the field for the Crusaders already. No, the Township defense has been out there, obviously, at the end of that first half, and now we'll see if they can get off the field quickly here. Give their offense an opportunity to come back and try to make this a game.
Central Penn being true to character, many teams may want to get the clock running and just give a handoff there. They go right to the air, stay aggressive. They have a lot of respect for Hannah and their ability to come back by doing so.
2nd and 10. Pre-snap motion. Pitch plays on. Walker has it. Cuts back upfield past the 40. He's brought down shortly after that. Back to the original line of scrimmage. So 2 plays. Two mediocre results, and when all things are said and done, it'll set the 3rd down and 10.
Man, that Chris Bicker on the pull, not only is it big, but it looked fast. Great pull there. If I'm somebody on the other side as a corner, I'm finding some way to get out of that way.
Ibrahim's got the play, goes back to the huddle. Clock continues to wind. Here again, we're in the third quarter. 2nd of 5 here this afternoon. We'll see. Township shows some pressure. They don't. And it's incomplete. Dangerous pass. Wilson was the intended target.
That pass is nearly intercepted by number 6, Namir Wilson, with a drive.
Wilson's going to replay that in his head a couple times. That play was right there. Was a good chance to take a pick 6. Nobody was in front of him if he made that pick.
Unbelievable.
So that's twice now that Central Penn showed a quick out instead of a hitch or a fly route. Now they're running a quick out, trying to catch, them on their heels here.
High snap and a pre-snap whistle. Penalty marker flies.
Looks like it's going against Hannah where he threw that flag. Yep, offsides.
Looks like a penalty on the defense.
Looks like Central Penn might be rethinking their strategy.
Yeah, it looked like they were set to punt.
Yeah, they're going for it now.
Yeah, 3rd down, or if I should say, is that 4th and 5? And that's another penalty.
should result in the first. That's unfortunate.
That orange snap is executed to perfection.
Wow.
Giving the Crusaders a first down.
A 4th down and 10. And the Crusaders don't have to run another play in order to get a first down. Unbelievable.
It's his first down. It's a first down. Dead ball. Encroachment on the defense. 5-yard penalty will result in a first down.
And 2 times in a row for Hannah for that to give him that first.
Ibrahim now lines up under center. Walker behind him. Takes the snap, hands to Walker. Met immediately, and that's been the story so far. Great defense from Susquehanna Township. They've been able to stop the run. But it's been the penalties and the big plays that they haven't been able to stop. That's one of the main reasons why they're down 12-0.
Shout out to big number 99, Elias London there, stepping up for the Tribe.
London might be able to run me over, honestly, looking at him out there.
Just if you look at the size of the line on both teams, I mean, there's definitely some beef there.
Yeah, no question about it.
Strategically, when you have the ball on your hash, and because of high school football, the hashes are so much closer to the sideline, that is a great communication advantage. They're lining up, and the coach is able to shout out the play to the quarterback based on what he sees.
Ibrahim back to pass. He's got a clean pocket. Escapes towards the near sideline. Cuts it back upfield. Spins his way inside of the 40-yard line. Nice pickup there.
Had a penalty, and I see something unfortunate.
Number 1, if Aaron keeps himself,
is that number 6
right.
or number 5
It's
for
about an
Central
8-yard
Penn?
gain.
Couldn't even get into his route. Something happened with his leg.
There's a flag on the field.
Well, there's a penalty marker down and an injured Crusader as well. So we will check the penalty and hope for the best when we come back out of this injury timeout.
For over 2 decades, Coach Fino has been leading teams both on the field and in real estate. The Coach Fino real estate team with eXp Realty has been serving South Central PA with passion, precision, and a winning game plan. Whether you're buying, selling, or building your dream home, it's time to get in the game of real estate with Coach Fino. And to all the youth football players, coaches, and parents, congratulations on an incredible 2025 season.
So, tell me how it happened.
He seemed a little nervous, and then he got down on one knee. Then he said, "I think it's time we get serious."
Then what?
Opened up a box, and it was everything I could have asked for. And the free 6-month, 7,500-mile powertrain warranty.
You mean?
He went to Dean's. Woo!
They're so cute when they get their first truck.
Come see why they call Dean's Auto Plaza York's used car giant.
Your home should shine every single day. With permanent smart lighting that comes on automatically at sunset. Easily customize your lights for any occasion, right from your phone. Look great, feel safe, all year long. Find a Celebrite dealer near you. Free quotes available now.
For over 2 decades, Coach Fino has been leading teams both on the field and in real estate. The Coach Fino real estate team with eXp Realty has been serving South Central PA with passion, precision, and a winning game plan. Whether you're buying, selling, or building your dream home, it's time to get in the game of real estate with Coach Fino. And to all the youth football players, coaches, and parents, congratulations on an incredible 2025 season.
Back here to a timeout. Crusaders have possession of the football. Injured Crusader able to walk off the field under his own power. That's great to see. That was Powell, who has been the bright spot so far today for Central Penn.
And during that timeout, they walked off a holding penalty, which had Central Penn a little further back.
Yeah, back into their own territory. Second down and 22. Ibrahim back to pass. He's got Wilson on the near sideline, makes a man miss. Gets across the 50-yard line, and he's out of bounds at the 46. So without Powell, Walker then goes to the wide receiver spot.
To the 45-yard line.
And that's going to get tacked on. It looks like a face mask call on that also.
Good job holding on to that pass. That was definitely contested by the Hannah corner there. And the quarterback keeping his cool because that blitz came up fast and got picked up, but it was definitely right in front of his face.
Yeah, ball's now placed at the 40-yard line of Susquehanna Township. Powell still on the sidelines getting looked at. Wilson split out wide, taking the spot of Powell. I should say Walker, that is. Wilson, bottom of the screen. Ibrahim back to pass. Looks like a miscommunication with his tailback, and he's brought down after a 5-yard loss.
Great effort there. You know, Mike, earlier you talked about Howard Holden, the head coach for Central Penn, also being on the high school staff. I see on the Hannah sideline Tim Hill, the defensive coordinator for Susquehanna Township. I know his son. Fantastic kid, Taj, is playing for Hannah today, and I've been there. I've been that two-program kind of thing. Long days, long hours for an entire season. I could not have more respect for those guys.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Number 25, Garland Baylor now in at the running back position. Walker also in the backfield as well. Penalty marker flies. We've seen a lot of them so far throughout these 2 games.
Number 75 of the offense. 5-yard penalty remains third down.
Well, back and forth we go. It's like this 50-yard line's playing a tug of war at the 50 here with the way this Crusaders offense has been looking so far on this possession.
That's what you can expect when tough defensive game, back and forth, and then somebody ends up making a play. You know, players get you so far, coaches play you so far, but at the end of the day, are the players that are making the execution. In a game like this, both coaches are going to have a great chess game, but somebody's going to step up somewhere and really be the difference.
Third down and 12 from midfield. Another penalty marker flies.
Dead ball. False start. Number 6 of the offense. 5-yard penalty remains third down.
That time it was Wilson called for the false start as a wide receiver.
If you're watching this game and you happen to see the first game, you'll see that some of that stuff on the Pee Wee level, you don't see those refs quick to throw a flag, but on this level they are. And that's really just about the mentality that this is their last level before they head to high school. Wasn't much movement there.
Baylor remains in the game at the running back spot. Ibrahim back to pass. And he'll take off and try and do it himself. Gets across midfield. And that's close to the original line of scrimmage. It'll set up a 4th down and about 11.
So right now we're inside 3 minutes to go here on the third quarter. And Tribe has not held possession of the ball at all. So they're effectively up 2 scores, and they're just trying to take an entire quarter away from them. And this is going to come in pretty, it's going to be big here in the fourth quarter.
Definitely.
Because it's not just plays, it's how much time you have to score.
All right.
They're just chewing the clock. They're not in a hurry. They're staying patient. Yeah, sure, there's going to be some penalties, but they're just taking them up and just chewing clock.
Ball's marked at the 49-yard line of the Tribe on 4th down and 11. Baylor from the sideline back into game action. We have a whistle.
Timeout.
And the Crusaders call timeout. 1:58 to play in the third quarter. We'll step aside. Come right back after this.
Your home should shine every single day. With permanent smart lighting that comes on automatically at sunset. Easily customize your lights for any occasion, right from your phone. Look great, feel safe, all year long. Find a Celebrite dealer near you. Free quotes available now.
So, tell me how it happened.
He seemed a little nervous, and then he got down on one knee. Then he said, I think it's time we get serious.
Then what?
Opened up a box, and it was everything I could have asked for. And the free 6-month, 7,500-mile powertrain warranty.
You mean?
He went to Dean's. Woo!
They're so cute when they get their first truck.
Come see why they call Dean's Auto Plaza York's used car giant.
Back to game action here at Bishop McDevitt High School. Crusaders face a 4th down and 11. Play action. Ibrahim's got some space to work with if he wants it, and he does. Works his way across the 45-yard line before he's tackled there. And the Crusaders will turn it over on downs, but you're right, Mike. I tell you what, that's a lot of game clock chewed up there in the third quarter.
Yeah, no doubt. It's a game of possessions. They're up 2 scores, and you're just trying to steal possessions away from Susquehanna at this point. And they effectively took all but 2 minutes away from them.
And that last play, hats off to Hannah. That they swarmed around that. That looked like at the beginning that was going to be a big run for him. And then it ended with like 8 Hannah Tribe people right around him at the end of that play. Great job, Hannah D.
First and 10 for the Tribe. Handoff goes up the middle. And it's a pretty solid pickup there on the carry by Millette. Gets across the midfield. It's going to be a pickup of about 7, maybe 8 yards. It's going to set up a 2nd down and short.
Millette's really going to have to be careful with how he's holding that football. Every time he's trying to make a move, he's swimming with it. And let me tell you what, defense is going to see that, and they're going to start trying to punch that out here. Can't afford to turn over now.
Millette again, this time has a big-time
hold
hold down
chance.
the near sideline. Makes a man miss. Stiff arms his way inside of the 25-yard line. Biggest play from scrimmage so far this afternoon for the Tribe.
Boy, he had fakes on top of fakes at the end of that round.
Yeah, no question about it. And shout out to the offensive line as well for the Tribe to be able to create that hole. First down and 10 from the 25-yard line as Susquehanna Township tries to threaten the Crusaders' shutout in this game so far. Williams follows Millette this time as a lead blocker. Nowhere to go. No gain on the play. It'll bring up a 2nd down and 10.
Looked like a broken play there. Somebody had miscommunication, but you know, Mike, if Hannah gets a chance to put this in before the 4th quarter, that really puts them in a decent spot.
And I would almost want to see a sense of urgency right now from them. And they're staying pretty calm and cool and collected, but at this point, you're playing a possession game right now. That's more important than anything.
Yeah, you're correct there in terms of the play calling and tempo and etc. So let's
26 seconds and counting. Handoff goes to Devon, and he spins his way back again to the original line of scrimmage.
Almost broke that arm tackle, but the D-line for Central Penn too strong.
Another big stop by number 60, Anthony.
Yeah, I don't like letting this quarter end on that. I would have tried to call something on the fly, get back lined up, and run a play. You're effectively giving that up now.
Yeah, one quarter of game action left to be played here this afternoon. Central Penn 12, Susquehanna Township 0. We'll step aside and see you for 4th quarter action.
over 2 decades, Coach Fino has been leading teams both on the field and in real estate. The Coach Fino real estate team with eXp Realty has been serving South Central PA with passion, precision, and a winning game plan. Whether you're buying, selling, or building your dream home, it's time to get in the game of real estate with Coach Fino. And to all the youth football players, coaches, and parents, congratulations on an incredible 2025 season.
So, tell me how it happened.
He seemed a little nervous, and then he got down on one knee. Then he said, I think it's time we get serious.
Then what?
Opened up a box, and it was everything I could have asked for. And the free 6-month, 7,500-mile powertrain warranty.
You mean?
He went to Dean's. Woo!
They're so cute.
Back out of a timeout. Fourth quarter action starts now. Millette goes in motion. Williams hands off to his tailback, and it's a pretty healthy game. Up the gut. It's going to bring up a 4th down and medium. Well, biggest play of the game, arguably, coming up right here.
Boy, you can not understate that. That's exactly it. 4th and 5, beginning of fourth quarter, down 2 scores. Knocking at the door. This is a big play for Hannah to try to get back in this, and a big play for Central Penn to shut the door.
Devon to the right of Williams on 4th and 6. Williams looks to keep it himself, has a blocker out in front towards the edge, turns the corner. I don't think he got there. We'll see where they spot it.
He put him short, marked him short.
Yeah, it looks like Williams was just shy of the line of game. And it is a turnover on downs. Well, game of inches, they call it, and that's exactly what happens right there. Crusaders will get the football back with a 12-point lead. And based on how that third quarter went, you expect them to try to work some clock as best they can.
Man, I keep seeing the replay. That looked way closer than what he spotted it, but I still think it was short period. Shout out to these cheerleaders again. What a fantastic program they gave at halftime, and constantly in my headset, but that's what they're supposed to do. Great job.
Yeah, that's our producer, Brandon, putting a microphone right down there on the field. Handoff goes to Walker. He barrels through one defender. He's brought down after a gain of about 5 on the play. And that's all the Crusaders need to do at this point. Put the ball on the turf, keep it on the ground, and I tell you what, good things have happened so far in this football game for them. Clock continues to wind.
You know, staying with the cheerleaders for a moment, they're with us at every practice. They're doing their thing all day long. I wish we had camera time, if you will, for them in that aspect of it. But frankly, they are a fantastic, dedicated bunch at every program I've ever played at.
Yeah, they're crushing it down there. Looks like they got some friends, too, coming out to support them along the there you go. I like it.
Great job at our producer. Great job.
Ibrahim under center. Again, working that play clock. Takes the snap. Hands off to his running back. It's Walker yet again, pushing his way forward. Has a first down and a little bit more. Walker, his best run of the game, arguably. That's going to be a first down for Central Penn.
What a run to keep your feet going in that aspect, and that everybody near him is trying to grab that ball. He held on to the ball, kept his feet running, picked up the first. Fantastic run.
Still have not seen Powell since he left the game earlier on in that third quarter. On the near sideline talking with the athletic training staff as well. And he's coming up with some big-time plays in this football game. But so far, so good for the Crusaders without him, as they have ran the football effectively. Again, 3 run plays in a row, and Walker again up the middle for about 4, maybe 5 on the play. 5-yard pickup, 7-yard pickup, 5-yard pickup for Walker. And little by little, they inch forward towards midfield.
You know, it's still midget football with some great players on both sides, so this is far from over. The Hannah team's explosive, but it's definitely within Central Penn's control to finish.
Under 5 to go in the fourth. Lots of bodies around the line of scrimmage. Again, it's Walker. This time he's met immediately, dives forward to get back to the line, and I believe he did. That's going to set up a 3rd down and 5.
I can't resist the temptation to shout out to that 2016 Hannah midget team that we won the Super Bowl. 12 seconds left in the game. We finally got the score. And we were down 6-0 that entire time. So if people have any history with that, if you're Hannah, still be hopeful.
That's a real coach's vibe right there. Remembering that 2016 team.
It was something special. Still, shout out to all those guys and coaches. Russ Evans, I know you're hearing me, Torrin's father. What a fantastic, selfless coach. So when you see the flags like that, if you're watching that, one ref on that side threw it against Central Penn. This guy threw it in the middle. That's
dead
meaning
ball, false start, number 19 of the offense. 5-yard penalty, remains 3rd down.
3rd down and 10 upcoming after the 5-yard penalty.
That flag placement means that one guy on that side clearly saw it against Central Penn. The guy throwing in the middle said, hey, I need to talk about it because I wasn't certain.
And the clock starts ticking again.
Yeah, under 4 now to play in the fourth.
Yep. And you can see the Crusaders, they are not in a hurry. They don't need to be.
Right, for obvious reasons.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, no question about it. Again, Ibrahim letting that play clock wind down as much as he can. Hands off to Walker. No, he doesn't. He hands to Wilson on the end around, and he's got some space past the 35, past the 40, cuts it back upfield across the 45-yard line. Ibrahim fakes out everyone, including myself up here, and Wilson makes the defense play. Great play call as well, especially because of the fact, Mike, back to your point, lots of runs up the middle, up the middle, up the middle. You think they're just going to do it again. It's a little bit of a misdirection play, and it works to perfection.
Running back was smart enough to stay in bounds on that, so hats off. And it looks like we have a timeout.
Timeout on the field, 3:13 to go in the fourth quarter.
So, tell me how it happened.
He seemed a little nervous, and then he got down on one knee. Then he said, I think it's time we get serious.
Then what?
Opened up a box, and it was everything I could have asked for. And the free 6-month, 7,500-mile powertrain warranty.
You mean?
He went to Dean's. Woo!
They're so cute when they get their first truck.
Come see why they call Dean's Auto Plaza York's used car giant.
Back out of a timeout. 12-0 your score. Second game of 5 here this afternoon. Sun has come back out here at Bishop McDevitt High School. Still a pretty solid breeze. Great weather here this afternoon. Crusaders doing some damage offensively here over the last few quarters after it was a defensive struggle to start this football game. Ibrahim again hands to Walker, who's brought down from behind. Nice pursuit there on the back edge.
Man, if he didn't get that one, he had some space too, so that was a great tackle.
That's Rowan on the stop.
Great tackle, Rowan.
Timeout called by Susquehanna.
Nope, Susquehanna's going to burn him now. Try to stop the clock and get the football back with 2:40 to go. We'll keep things here again. Max Gritzel and Mike Baker, Coach Fino. Again, appreciate you guys jumping on board, sharing your expertise and your experience, obviously being a part of this program for so many years as well. It's definitely a big day to be a part of, a lot of excitement, and we still have a lot to go here.
We do. A lot of memories being made. We're crowning champions, but regardless of what side of this, hats off to every team that made it this far in the first place. And frankly, many teams didn't even get this far, but they were still highly successful in the mission of midget football, which is we're trying to help develop character of people, period. End of story. Coaches, players alike. And that's why I love the CFA and being part of it in any way I can.
Yeah, appreciate everyone taking some time out of their Saturday as well to tune in, be a part of this. It's good to be a Crusader fan right about now as well. Wilson goes in motion, gets the carry, and another opportunity for Susquehanna Township to come up with another stop, and they do just that. Loss of 1 on the play.
Looks like they burnt their last time out.
Indeed. 2:25 to play. 3rd and 11 upcoming.
You know, you said it's good to be a Central Penn Crusader fan and or McDevitt. Hats off to, because it's been good to be a fan for them for quite some time.
Oh, yeah.
And, you know, to just consistently, year after year at every level, I just can't have greater respect for that.
Yeah, Mike, what on your part, you know, what can fans expect the rest of today? You know, I know obviously there's different rules, different age groups, different times on the clock and whatnot.
Yeah, so the game following here, we're going to have the pony game matchup between Susquehanna Township and the Crusaders. The pony team for Susquehanna Township, they won their Super Bowl last year, so they're defending champions.
Great.
And then we have some pretty good matchups going on later today. We have Shippensburg playing. They have 2 teams in their respective divisions.
And they'll get the 2 night games, I presume.
Yeah. So they'll have a pretty good lineup. So we'll have with the Pee Wee matchup in the Liberty Conference, we'll have the Susquehanna, the Shippensburg Greyhounds versus the East Penn Panthers. Then for the Midget game, we'll have the Seven Stars Eagles versus the Bowling Springs Bubblers. And then the pony matchup to end the night is Shippensburg Greyhounds and the Fairfield Knights.
Awesome. Plenty of football to look forward to throughout the rest of the day.
And if you're looking for any high school updates right now in Division III, we have the Harrisburg Cougars leading the Central Dauphin Rams 7-3 right now. And that's over at Severance Field in Harrisburg.
Well, Harrisburg's a powerhouse. We know that. And they got hopes of possibly making a state title run. But 7-3 is a close one. You got to shout out to Central Dauphin for putting up a fight defensively so far in that football game.
I've been blessed to be a part of that Central Dauphin program as well for a number of years, and a lot of pride. I was with Harrisburg for a brief moment too, work coaching with Cal before he'd taken the head coach. So knowing both those programs, many people may find that score surprising. I don't. There's a lot of pride of CD, a lot of experience there, and I know they're going to give Harrisburg everything they can.
Ibrahim doing it himself, past the 50, inside of the 45-yard line.
Looks like he got himself a first. Got an injured player.
Injury timeout. We'll step aside and hope for the best after this.
So, tell me how it happened.
He seemed a little nervous, and then he got down on one knee. Then he said, "I think it's time we get serious."
Then what?
Opened up a box, and it was everything I could have asked for. And the free 6-month, 7,500-mile powertrain warranty.
You mean?
He went to Dean's. Woo!
They're so cute when they get their first truck.
Come see why they call Dean's Auto Plaza York's used car giant.
For over 2 decades, Coach Fino has been leading teams both on the field and in real estate. The Coach Fino real estate team with eXp Realty has been serving South Central PA with passion, precision, and a winning game plan. Whether you're buying, selling, or building your dream home, it's time to get in the game of real estate with Coach Fino. And to all the youth football players, coaches, and parents, congratulations on an incredible 2025 season.
We're pretty big. Yeah, people say we're giants.
You call that giant? This is giant. At Dean's Auto Plaza, we have a giant selection of quality used cars, trucks, and SUVs, all at prices that will not crush your budget.
Okay, he's the real giant.
Yeah. Come see why they call Dean's Auto Plaza York's used car giant.
Back here to a timeout. Crusaders with possession of the football as they look to put a bow tie on this game. Under 2 minutes to play in the fourth.
One of my favorite formations when I'm winning, not one when I'm losing.
Oh, yeah. Ibrahim takes a knee.
A victory formation, taking a knee. They might have to snap it at least, might be 2 more times. But.
Yeah, no question about it. Wow, what a performance here this afternoon, really, from both of these teams. A couple of mistakes that just cost Susquehanna Township. I don't think it was obviously their defense that was the biggest problem. They all just couldn't move the football too well throughout. But got to give credit to the Crusaders, and especially Ibrahim coming up with some big-time plays, moving the chains, and has that big touchdown pass as well.
Keeps the clock moving and brings the 3rd down.
Well, the celebration begins for the Crusaders on the near sideline.
One more snap, and they'll get themselves into a handshake line and presentation of trophies.
No question. Oh, that'll do it. Crusaders 12. Tried nothing. Well, that's a wrap of game number 2 out of 5 here this afternoon. Max Gratzula, I want to thank a quick shout out, Coach Fino, Mike Baker on the call with me. Appreciate you guys. Welcome back anytime. I'll be here all day. So let me know how you guys are feeling a little bit later. All right. Game 3 coming your way next. We'll take an intermission and see you for game number 3 of 5.